Alright, so here's a fun fact for you. I started uploading the video that is going to go up before this one at 10 a.m. It is now 12:17 p.m. the same day, and we are at 56% of the way done. So excited, so excited. Nothing brings me joy quite like that. Just seeing that progress bar stagnate is, it's a wonder. Let's go ahead and hop in. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Willie Westside Show. I'm your West host, and today we're going to be doing a video that I am absolutely terribly excited for, that I've been wanting to do for a while. Today we're going to be talking about my gaming pickups that I have made in the last little bit over a long time. I had a lot of pre-orders from GameStop from months and months and months ago that had to wait to come down to Florida with my friends. They actually just left, so I have everything here. It is, and I'm looking at it now, it is a ton. So here are the bags. They're very, very full. There's a lot to go through. If my parents were disappointed in the last video, wait till they see how I spend my money. I'm so excited. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in. So I had to readjust everything to make sure I could show off in the best way possible, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with what I got today. Today, I actually watched the first episode of My Hero Academia Season 4, and so of course I couldn't pass up. They had this Silver Age All Might, as well as the full in-costume Deku. Now, I actually already had, I want to say, the Deku with the cowl off, which is really cool. I'm an out-of-box collector, and most of my collection is back home, so I know some people hate it, but I'm going to actually take these out. Any of this line, I don't think I have, aside from these two. I almost picked up Teacher All Might, but I'll show you why I didn't here in a sec. Also, I'm really looking for the All For One. I don't know where he is, but it looks so cool. I don't know if you can see it. That just looks so good to me. So I really want to get that one because I think it'll help everything. And then eventually I'll pick up all the classmates. I don't know if Uraraka has one, but she definitely needs one. I guarantee Bakugo does. I've seen the Todoroki, and he just looks amazing with the fire and ice kind of surrounding him. Looks really, really good. So this is one series I think I want to do. I am kind of phasing out of my big collectible figures phase because it's too expensive and it doesn't look the way I want. They don't quite mesh together because it feels like you want to keep your big collectible figures all together, but then there's different series and art styles, and it's just a really weird clash. I think having one or two of each series or fandom that I'm involved in, and then a bunch of like the Funko or Nindoroid type things will look a lot better. So luckily for the most part, that's going to keep me down because I'm not going to get a ton of Nindoroids, but definitely something that is going to be kind of a new direction in my collection. So let's go ahead and dive into my pre-orders. So one last thing, actually, I didn't pre-order this, but this was at the Japanese pavilion in the World of Nations in Epcot, where I saw my friends, and of course I had to pick up Emaciated All Might. It's the Funko Pop. It's from when he's weak. I think this is still season 1. Because he's not wearing his tie, I believe he wears in season 4. I'm not entirely certain on that, so don't quote me. But I believe this is still like season 1, season 2, his weakened form. It looks really cool. I like size-wise how kind of wide he is with his hair and everything. That's really cool. It really draws that kind of contrast with how emaciated he is. So very big fan. It's going to be out of box in my collection. I'm going to end up getting an extra shelf for right here to kind of hang some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and hop into stuff I actually pre-ordered, beginning with something, once again, I didn't, but was thrown in as a bonus from my friend, the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening poster. Now, it's reversible. I like this side better because it has the entire map of the island. I've never played the game. It's really beautiful, and I might play it at some point, but it is just really, really pretty art style. There's also the reversible one with the Link on the back. It's really, really cute. It's a glossy finish. Really like that a lot. All in all, like I said, don't know if I'm a huge top-down Zelda fan, so we'll pick it up at some point, but not right now. But the art is really good. So if you don't know anything about me, I'm also a big Amiibo collector. There's a couple here you can't see, but in my wider view, you definitely can. So I also pre-ordered a couple Amiibo. So if you've seen my collection, you've noticed that there is an Ivysaur Amiibo up there. I did not pre-order. I happened to pick up separately, but the ones I did pre-order were the Squirtle and the Dreamer Link. It is my true desire to get as many Legend of Zelda themed Amiibos as possible. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Ocarina of Time. I'm about to start Twilight Princess at some point, probably when I get back home. I have it. I'm excited. I'm also an out-of-box Amiibo collector, which I know a lot of people hate, but they're just so quality. I treat them like figures a lot of times. I like how they work in Smash. But for Zelda especially, I just really like kind of the figure component, the collectability. Pokemon as well. There's only a handful of Pokemon Amiibos, and I'm missing a ton of them, so I'm glad to get the ones that are coming out now. I should have gotten the Pokemon trainer, but I don't think that I ever did. I'll pick them up at some point, but like, look how quality that is, and look at this, it's so cute. They kept a glossier finish with this one to match the aesthetic of the game, which I really appreciate. I also ended up picking up, when they re-released it, the Ocarina of Time Link Amiibo, which used to be really, really expensive, but GameStop did a rerun of these for like 12 bucks, so very cheap and just incredible. The detail is really cool. It is definitely the older Link of the two, playing the Ocarina, and you know, I'm out of box, but I do love the aesthetic of like everything. It looks a lot like, I don't want to compare it to the Majin Vegeta Final Flash, but like, I am just such a fan of everything going on here. It's definitely going to come out of the box, but I do love this. So now let's come into the two rarer items, and spoiler alert, it's nearing the end. The two rare items, the first of which is going to be the Persona 5 Funko box. Now, I don't necessarily know how I'm going to open this on camera. I don't have like a second that can show my hands, so I'm going to kind of show you everything inside. But this is one of the items that I was most excited for. Persona is my favorite series of all time. Persona 5 is my second favorite. Persona 4 is my favorite. And so when I saw that they were doing a Funko box for it, I got super, super excited. There are exclusive Funko Pops inside that I'm really excited for. I'm going to show off here in a sec, as well as some other goodies. So let me go ahead and take a deep dive. So the first thing in there is going to be the little pen of the Blue Butterfly. It is one of two characters I want to say they're in every single game. It's the Blue Butterfly and Igor. There's also a Velvet Room pin, which is really cool. I'm not a huge pin collector, but it's nice to have like in addition. There's also, and this is one thing that I really like, a small keychain Morgana. It's a version of the one that pre-exists, so it doesn't look any different, but I currently only have Panther and Joker of the existing ones, and I'm going to pick up Skull at some point, but I might not do Morgana and keep this one, because Morgana is so much smaller than everyone, and use this as like my collector, like my display, so that Morgana is like appropriately sized. So I really like that. That's one of the reasons why I was excited for this, was because it meant I didn't have to get another pop. But then we have the first of the two exclusive Funkos. We have the Joker. The protagonist. So it's not Joker. Joker is his codename when he's in the metaverse. Otherwise, he's just protagonist. And I really like the fact they kept that correct. You know, I had some questions with my friends about it, and as soon as I realized that, I was like, wow, that is awesome. So, he looks really good. It's him in chains, so in the Velvet Room. I think what they'll do is they'll make a second run where they'll have like Futaba, Makoto, Haru, Yusuke, probably a protagonist in his Shujin Academy wear, and then probably also do a, not Ryuji, Akechi. So that'll be exciting. And last but not least, they also included a Arsene. Now I will tell you, this is the heaviest pop I think I've ever had. There's like a genuine heft to it. But if you look, it is super, super detailed. It doesn't show well on the camera because of the plastic in front of it. It's kind of a little bit, but like it looks like that is gonna be the final product. I'm super excited. I can't wait to display it behind my Joker so it looks like, you know, the Persona would. It is absolutely beautiful. I never appreciated how good Arsene's design is in the game because, you know, you get him at the first and then you never see him again until the very end. But it is just so pretty. They put so much time and effort into this design too for a Persona that's almost never on screen comparatively. I mean, it looks really good, and you can also see on the back the others that I was talking about. So I already have, I guess most, and there's one I'm just not going to pick up. So I'm out of box, but I do like keeping my collector stuff in the box. So what I'll probably do is take the pops out of my big collector's box and then keep the boxes for them in here so that I can see like the full collection at all times, because that's something that I really enjoy, as keeping like all these like oversized boxes of games and other, I guess now Funko Pops all together and contiguous. So also this just looks really good for a display piece. My current Persona 5 collectors is the 20th or 25th anniversary edition, so it does not have like this logo, which I really enjoy, just kind of the Phantom Thieves Take Your Heart. This is just really cool overall. You know, and it is unfortunately only at GameStop. So you did have to pre-order this. Like I said, worth it, 100%. This is why I love their pre-order system, is because all the information is always online. You can look through, and it's how I found some truly great games. So yeah, it's really cool. And last but not least, we're gonna get to the piece that I'm most excited for, the thing I was looking forward to the absolute most, and that is the collector's edition of AI Somnium Files. Now, this game popped up in my recommended feed, or my subscription feed, because I'm subbed to the PlayStation, I want to say, YouTube channel, and they released a bunch of trailers, and this was a game that I needed to do immediately. It is a murder mystery puzzle where you jump inside someone's mind by your AI companion and are able to solve puzzles to figure out who the murderer and things are. It's very gory, it looks really cool, and it came out on the PlayStation and Nintendo Switch simultaneously, which I'm a very big fan of. It's made by Spike Chunsoft, which is really cool. Chunsoft. I don't know, which is really cool. They're a cool studio. The aesthetic reminded me a lot of Atlas, which of course you know is a big deal for me. And when I saw they're doing a collector's edition, I of course had to. The game looks absolutely incredible, so let's go ahead and dive in. And one of the first things I like is that this, with the rating on there, is removable. So if you'd like, you can just have this, and this is so much sleeker. It doesn't have the Nintendo Switch box art on there. It just has the name of the game, which I realize is in reverse because we're on a camera. But it looks, and it's probably upside down, I guess, too. So it looks really, really cool. It's the Special Agent Edition. I'm sorry, not the Collector's Edition, but it looks so good. This is, I believe, your AI companion on the front, and it is just very cute. And then on the back, you have the AI Somnium Files logo. And then one of the things that always irks me is trying to open a collector's edition. Often you will have to bend the top of it, but it was already popped up for me. And it was very easy to get in and out of and keep as pristine as possible. So we can go ahead and hop on in, and I will try and hold it like this, I guess, just to show you what's inside. So the first thing you'll see is the art book, which is like a magazine type size because the whole thing is rather large. But open it upside down and I realize that everything's falling out. The packaging on this is really superb, I do have to say. I was a very big fan when I opened this. I was blown away how well it was done. So you have the Thoughts Remain Below art book, which I already did look into, and I cannot read it yet because there are spoilers for the game inside. So that's, you know, really cool. They did something similar with Our World Is Ended, and so I ended up looking at the end. It was a really cool kind of trip down memory lane. Just really cool to have, because sometimes I don't have time to play a 30-hour game, but I can go back and look at the art book and still get kind of that nostalgic feeling. So you also get, of course, a copy of the game that does look absolutely wonderful. Even just like on the shelf, this game is beautiful. And I believe it comes with, yeah, so there are some stickers inside because it is the Day 1 edition if you take a look. I've actually seen very little about this game advertised, which is interesting to me because this was one of the games I was most looking forward to this year, even more so than Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem I got into like way late, but this is one I was looking forward to for a while, so very excited about that. Whoop, almost dropped the game. So then looking in, you do get the soundtrack CD with, it looks like 39 tracks. That's, for a CD, that's pretty good. I wonder if it got anything on the front. Yeah, like this is like someone worked on this. Like, look at that. Like, that's an actual, like, real, I know you can't really see it probably because my camera's not great, but like, there's a lot of detail in there. Like, someone really went all out in terms of quality here. And while I'm not a sticker person, they also have some like laptop stickers and stuff like that. We'll take a look real quick here. Sorry, I'm talking down to my lap, but I'm trying to get these out. There's a sheet. Oh, that's so. This packaging is so good. It's like actually easy to get stuff out. So I take a look. I think this will make sense probably as I play the game, but there are some like laptop stickers if you're into that kind of thing. Like I said earlier, I like to keep my collector's editions like whole. I'm not one of the people that hate opening them or unsealing them, but I do hate like taking things out like pens and things like that. I'm probably eventually going to get like a pen board. And a lot of times collector's editions will come with postcards and stuff, so I think I also want to get a like a scrapbook that I can have all my postcards and like memorabilia in like that. So you also get this acrylic stand that's really cool they're calling her A-Set, so I think it's your AI companion. But there she is. She's very cute. This is really cool because it's like getting a figure. It's not exactly a figure, I'll be honest, but considering like the collector's edition was like 20 or 30 bucks more than the standard game, getting what could be a figure is really kind of interesting. And it's acrylic stand, but that's really cool. This is something that I think was just a really like nice thing for people who might play, especially considering this is a brand new IP. So very excited about all this. I'm very excited to play the game too. I feel like I hyped about the collector's edition because that's what I was showing off, but yeah, no, that game's gonna be incredible, and I am so excited. That is one of the games that I would consider for Game of the Year. I'm gonna do a video on that later on as we get kind of more through the winter, and probably nearing like the new year, I'll do my Game of the Year 2019. But I am super excited because we've had a lot of great releases, especially for me. But that is all I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick recap of everything so far. So YouTube-wise, like I said last time, it is taking an ungodly amount of time for me to upload. It's now 2:37, and we are at 60% uploaded. So very, very slow upload. It's going to take me a little bit. I'm still excited about everything. I still love YouTube, and I still love uploading. I'm having a lot of fun recording again, so that's really cool. In terms of my job, still absolutely love it. Love being down here. My coworkers are incredible people, and I am so happy to go in each and every day and just make some magic for some people. And then for gaming, I think we spent however long on gaming today, so that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you very much. And if you didn't make it as far, also thank you, but there's no way you'd ever see it. So like we say here on the channel, I hope to see you around sometime.